Welcome to Mindful Yoga. Today I'm Michelle L. Our focus is on Yin Yoga. Yin Yoga is all about a system of restoration and improved circulation. Join me today learning these basics. For our first Yin Yoga pose, we're going to go into a wide knee or an extended child's pose. So I'm going to go ahead and widen my knees. I'm going to go ahead and push my hips back. Maybe they're resting on the heels of my feet. My arms can come out straight. If you need to modify the pose, remember there should be no pain. You just really want to elongate those muscles and you want to hold the pose for as long as you can, up to 5 minutes. Today we're going to focus on just 1 minute for this pose. So make sure you're comfortable, and instead of watching a clock, we're going to do 10 breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose for 3 count and exhale through the nose or mouth for a 4 count. So inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this 9 more times to yourself. Couple more breaths here. And that last exhale, just slowly come out of the pose. Maybe you're just going to rest in a simple hero's pose, resting on your heels or maybe sitting in between. Whatever you need to slowly come out of the pose. I'm going to come back up to tabletop here. Our next yin pose is going to be a pigeon lunge, and what makes this yin yoga is holding the pose. So in the pigeon lunge, we're going to bring the knee forward, and we're not going to lay or rest on the hip. It's really all about loosening the hips. So I'm going to come up onto all fours, and then I'm going to get into a plank, and I'm going to bring my knee forward, and I'm going to make sure that my heel is up and my foot can be flexed, and notice that my back leg is nice and straight. I'm not laying on my hip. My hips are square and forward. Now you can stay up in this pose for this 1 minute, or you can lay into your pigeon lunge. You can come to your elbows, or you can rest on your head, making sure that you're using either your block, a blanket, maybe even an additional mat. You can fold it up, whatever works for you. So I'm going to come forward. I'm just going to rest here on my elbows, and I'm going to do my 10 breaths again, making sure that there's no pain, just a beautiful elongation so I can increase my circulation. And I'm going to use my breath to count rather than watching the clock. So inhale for 3 and exhale for a 4 count. this at your own pace. Couple more breaths. And as you're exhaling, go ahead and slowly come back up. Or if you stayed up in this pigeon lunge, maybe you're ready to lean forward just a little bit and you can come into that plank pose very slowly, taking your time, or back into tabletop, whatever works for you. So I'm going to inhale again, come up to my plank, and exhaling, doing the other leg. And you might notice that one leg is more flexible than the other, or maybe one hip is more flexible than the other. But as you hold the pose, remember, when you come out of the pose, you're really going to increase that circulation. I want you to go inward as you come maybe forward, or you're going to stay up. But I'm going to come forward. Maybe I'm going to come all the way down. I'm going to go inward right now. Focus on my breath. Make any subtle adjustments I need to be comfortable in this pose. 10 breaths at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. Couple more breaths here. And slowly start to come out of the pose. Releasing that leg slowly. YIN is all about taking your time, going slowly. And maybe you're going to go back into tabletop. Inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and go into a simple cross-legged pose. For our last YIN pose, we're going to lean back onto our backs, nice and slow. Straighten out the legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a hand to toe elongation of each leg. So you can bring in either leg. I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to bring it into my chest and go where you are comfortable. So if you're here, that's okay. So I want to go ahead and I want to take maybe my index finger and my middle finger, or you can use the whole hand. And wrap it around my toe and bring it upward. So hand to toe stretch. You do one leg at a time. I'm going to bring my head back down to the ground. And I'm going to hold this here for 1 minute. The goal is to get in this pose to about 3 minutes. So do what is most comfortable for you. The other hand can just lay out to the side if you would like. So just focus on your breath going inward. Inhale and exhale. 10 breaths. If at any time, if you need to bend the knee, please do so. If you need to use a strap or a towel, please go ahead and get it. You want to stay in the pose, whether you need to modify it or not, for that 1 minute. Maybe your goal is to work up to 1 minute. That's fantastic too. This last breath, I really want you to inhale deeply and exhale. Start bending that knee and releasing the foot. Let it go straight very slowly. Maybe you need to wiggle it around a little bit. You should feel a beautiful surge of circulation. Inhale and exhale, bringing the other knee to the chest, holding it here, getting the body ready. So you're going to inhale, exhale, and go ahead and bring hand to toe and bring that leg straight if you can while holding the toe. Again, if you need to bend the knee, that's fine. If you need to get a strap, that's fine too. You want to hold it here for 1 minute. Again, focus on the breath. 10 breaths. In for 3 count, out for a 4 count. So let's begin. Inhale and exhale. This last inhale, I'm going to go ahead and exhale and then bend the knee and release the toe, letting it come all the way down. Again, you might notice a beautiful surge of that fresh blood, all that circulation, especially in your hips and in your lower abdomen, to relieve tension, increase digestion, and of course boost flexibility. I want to just end with a brief relaxation pose, Shavasana. Just taking it in, letting the hands and fingers rest at your sides, palms facing upward, letting the feet fall open. This pose comes naturally after the hand to toe. Just letting your breath come back to normal. Thank you so much for joining me on Yin Yoga. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks again. Namaste.